Islam is derived from the Arabic word salam or salam, which means peace. It comes from the Arabic word silm, which means to submit your will to Almighty God. Islam in short means peace acquired by submitting your will to Almighty God. Islam condemns all forms of terrorism, all forms of acts which kill innocent human beings. Every Muslim should be a terrorist. Every Muslim should be a terrorist.
Terrorists in Syria hang Shiite child after killing family members. Ahlul Bayt News Agency: terrorists in Syria hanged a small Shiite child after killing all his family members in Damascus, human rights activists in Iraq unveiled on Monday. According to a report by Iraq's Canon News website, Iraqi human rights activists said that armed rebel groups attacked the house of a Shiite Iraqi family in the Sayyid Zainab neighborhood in the capital city of Damascus, killed all members of the family and hanged the last one, a little child. The footages and pictures of the rebels' brutality which surfaced online in the last few days are revealing the terrorist nature and the war crimes of the opposition fighters in Syria. The massacre is said to have badly damaged the Western-backed rebels and opposition forces' ability to claim the moral high ground in their fight against Damascus and showed their accusations that Syrian President Bashar Assad's forces are conducting war crimes are nothing but lies. Meantime, Saudi Wahhabi cleric Mohammed al-Arifi has called on Syrian armed groups to prevent leakage of the pictures and footages of their attacks against Syrian army and civilians. In his Twitter page, Arifi asked rebel groups to continue their attacks and intimidation against Syrian people but do not allow a release of the pictures and footages of their operations. In a similar crime last week, terrorists in Syria brutally executed 15 civilians in the northwestern city of Aleppo on charges of supporting the Bashar al-Assad government. The terrorist members of the so-called Free Syrian Army on Tuesday attacked al-Berri family in Bab al-Nayarab neighborhood in Aleppo, who are famous for their pro-government stances, and kidnapped 15 family members and executed them in front of a local school. Syria has been experiencing unrest since March 2011 with organized attacks by well-armed gangs against Syrian police forces and border guards being reported across the country. Hundreds of people, including members of the security forces, have been killed, when some protest rallies turned into armed clashes. The government blames outlaws, saboteurs, and armed terrorist groups for the deaths, stressing that the unrest is being orchestrated from abroad.